Hello, beautiful people, and welcome you back to Affordable Food Recipe. And on today's recipe, I'll be sharing with you how you can make Guinea corn porridge with beans pudding. So let's get started. We'll need to transfer our Guinea corn into a big bowl. Then we'll add some water to it. After that, we can now start to wash it. Guinea corn usually comes with a lot of dirt. It comes with its brains, stones. So we really need to wash it. We'll need to wash it for like 2 to 3 times, yes, before we soak it. So this is the first time I'm washing it. And then after that, I would start to scoop out the dirt from the surface using my small sieve. Naturally, the dirt will just float on top of it, then you scoop it out. After that, you can remove the dirty water from it, and then you go in with another clean water. After that, you start to wash it again. You repeat the process of removing the dirt from the surface. You drain the water and then you add a new water to it, just like this. You can decide to add the dry Guinea corn leaves to it. You can soak it with it. It's very good. It comes with a lot of nutritional benefits if you do this way. And then you can mail it with it after 3 days. So this is the third day of me soaking it up with the Guinea corn leaves, and then it's ready for me to mail it. I'll be taking it out to the mailer to mail it, and then I'm going to have something like this. At this point, we can now start to sieve it. So first, we would need to add a lot of water to it for us to be able to get the smooth part from it. And then we would have to mix it up and dissolve it. After that, we can now start to sieve it. We can use this tight sieve to sieve it. Some people prefer to do that. And then you can squeeze it. So if you really want a very smooth porridge, this method is very good for that. But I'll be showing you another method to retain some of the nutrient, because I got to realize that when you use the first method, you get a very smooth pudding, but you are taking away most of the nutrient. So recently, I was advised to use this other sieve because you can still retain some of the nutrient. Some people just even they don't mill it this way, they mill it the dry way, and they don't sieve it. They said the nutrient is still retained in that method. So for you to do this method and still retain the nutrient, you really have to use this type of sieve. So you have to keep repeating the process until you get something like this. And after this process, you can allow it to settle, and then you drain the water. You can keep in the fridge or in the freezer for you to use at any time. So right now we want to prepare it. We would add to add hot water on fire, and then we go in with the Guinea corn. So as you can see, you would keep stirring it so that it's not going to form lumps. So depending on how thick you want it, if you want it thicker than this, you can still go in with some of the Guinea corn for it to get thick, but this is fine, and at this point is ready. So the next thing we'll be doing right now is to soak our beans, clean it, and we can now blend it. You can add some pepper and onions to it, depending on what method you want to use. Or you can just blend it. After that, you go in with onions, salt, seasoning, anything you want to add to it, crayfish, all that is fine. You can now go in with the beans, and then if you want to achieve a very precise and crunchy beans pudding, you will really need to use a small spoon. You can use a teaspoon for the measurements, and then you are going to achieve this kind of outcome. So if you do it this way, you are going to achieve a very crispy kind of beans porridge. So after some time, as you can see, it's already getting brown, so you would need to turn it. You can use your fork to turn it up just like this, and then after some minutes you check it up and your beans pudding is ready. As you can see, it's really crispy in the inside and in the outside. So at this point, you can now enjoy your Guinea corn porridge with your beans pudding with your family. This recipe is very delicious. So you can add some milk to it, you can add sugar, you can add honey depending on what kind of sweetening you want to add to it. And I really want you to try it out and then share your opinion in the comment section. See you in my next video. Bye.